I'm just trying to.
What was the dog's name?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I just want to know what the dog's name was.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Christian, what was the dog's name?
Sorry.
I said, what was the dog's name?
Sorry.
Bon, Christian's being an asshole again. Just tell me what the dog's name was.
No, he's right. Sorry.
Oh, I accept your apology for Christian treating me like garbage, but what I asked is, what was the dog's
Sorry,
name?
David. Sorry.
What? No, it's not David. That's my name, Christian. I swear, this show is impossible. Putting up with the two of you is impossible. I won't do it. I will not be forced to work under these conditions any longer.
You're not listening, David. Sorry.
Oh, the dog's name is Sarii?
The dog's name is Sorry.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, let's watch Prey.
Running faucets, kill outfit. It's futuristic, like Carnegie the Magnificent. Rewind your VCR, rewind your cassette. Nintendo pilots, flying up ahead. Captain's log, Charlie Begun. Boomerang, sea of life, the weapon covered shine. Out on your street tonight. Don't matter how loud you gotta shout it. Out on your street tonight.
Okay, that could be a new context. What if this movie was a stealth sequel to The Predator?
Yeah, we do like You've Got Mail sometime, and
We're doing movies just so that context might come up.
Oh my God, You've Got Mail with the Predator.
I've got mail.
that's the by the way. That's
me-ish.
that's the title, by the way. You've Got Mail with the Predator.
Predator, You've Got Mail.
It's for me.
I don't know, man.
I think that is what he would sound like. Okay, so here's a question.
Yeah.
Here's a real question
Yeah.
for both of you
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
Do you think the Predator does have access to electronic mail? There's a HUD that shows words. And he looks at the world and he sees a body on the ground and it points at it with a little triangle if there's a weapon, and then it shows some text in a little heads-up display.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Predator culture has the ability
To communicate
to
via
design
text.
via SMS and or email.
I'm sure
Do you
there's a
think
way
they
to
have
communicate with their
those?
homeworld. Yeah.
Yeah, with emails.
Like especially with the way that this one did, where the ship kind of flew off,
oh yeah, he probably
and it's sort of
emailed
like,
it.
"Hey, pick me up, I'm done,"
Yeah,
or I died.
he probably emailed
Well,
his ship.
but
What?
is it possible that the Predator technology is such that when they go hunting on other planets, they are unable to contact their homeworld because I'm guessing transmitting that data from wherever they're from to Earth and back would be a very lengthy process and complicated, and probably would not work instantaneously.
I mean, if you didn't
Sure.
have sci-fi tech.
And if you're a hunter, maybe you're like, no, I'm going fucking stealth mode.
Right.
This is like, I'm off the grid, motherfucker.
It's like,
yeah,
I don't
okay.
go glamping, you guys.
Exactly.
No, I get it. So, if I was another Predator and I
Right.
was like, "Dear Jerry,"
Yeah.
and I would get an auto reply that said, "I'm out of the office for 2 weeks.
Exactly. This
I'm
exactly.
hunting. I'm hunting
This is his
for 2
vacation.
weeks. This is his vacay." That I have no idea if that's covered. If anything about Predator culture is covered in any of the other movies, and I'm choosing to believe that that's true. That
Yeah.
Predators are not trying to colonize. They're not trying to. This is how they. This is how they relax.
This is their trip up.
I'm gonna
north.
be. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm fairly certain that is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they are just hunting. They're just
Yeah.
straight up just hunting.
They're like, all right, I paid $60,000 to hunt a white rhino,
Right, yeah.
and some of that
Exactly,
goes
yeah.
to human conservation, but I'm gonna kill a bunch of humans.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm gonna for
Gonna
for
kill a bunch of humans.
conservation.
I'm gonna protect the rest of the humans, but I get to go too. to town on
It's like,
these.
you guys, we can't let these places get overpopulated.
Yeah. Oh my God, they're just taking care of us.
Oh no.
We are the deer.
We are the deer.
And the wolves.
And the wolves.
We are the deer and the wolves.
We are the deer
no.
and the wolves. We are the creatures in. Welcome to Contextual Deviance. My name is Christian Hagen. Each episode, we watch a movie and then we talk about it through a series of randomly generated critical context provided to us via our contextual computer. We don't know how we're going to talk about this movie before we talk about it, but I guarantee you we're going to talk about this movie in a way that no one else ever has or ever will other than us, or if they did, they copied us. We got to it first. That is my guarantee. We call first on whatever we talk about this time. And joining me on our on this voyage of knowledge are my dearest friends and co-host hosts, Misters Matthew Bond.
Hello.
And David Gutchie.
Yes, it's me.
By the way, did you go David Gutchie?
I did.
It's time to David.
It's just with the D. It's just it feels so good.
Yes.
With
I
the
do also
D,
like
it feels so
Bond, but is a little harder.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Matthew Bond.
I mean, that's pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. It does. Now that I do it, I should do it every time.
You proved yourself wrong. You want to take another go, or are we good?
No, I think we're good.
I think we're
Hey,
good. Hey.
So I have another pitch for another context.
Okay.
And since it's a little too late for this episode,
Sure.
I kind of want to give some examples for this movie.
Perfect.
Okay.
So a fun context could be alternate titles.
Ooh,
that is
yeah, I do
fun.
like that.
Yeah, and for this one, I have Kill, Pray, Eat, To Catch a Predator,
Mm.
and White
Kill.
Men Can't Hunt.
Holy shit.
All three
Wow.
of those fucking bang.
Wow. Are we good on this episode?
I feel like
I'm pretty sure
well,
that's funnier than anything
we definitely won for each ghosted the title game.
Title game. Can we just have Bond's title corner at the beginning of every
You know what? Not the worst. That's actually a pretty fun idea.
I can't guarantee that it's going to
No,
work.
you
out
have
for
to
every
carry
we'll
this
see.
It's on you now, man.
All right.
Oh my god.
My cross to bear.
Yeah, so I think you sort of winked the big reveal, which is never a big reveal. What movie did
That's
what
true.
movie did
Actually,
we
I
watch?
said what movie.
I mean, it's not a surprise.
yeah,
it's in the title
in the
every
title
time.
of the
That's
episode.
fair.
Well, we should say it out loud since this
But
is
just for
radio or whatever.
because it's a brand new movie. We're talking about a
brand
movie
new.
that literally came out
Yeah.
this week on Hulu.
Yeah.
It is streaming. It is Prey.
Prey.
The prequel to the Predator
Yeah.
movies. The Predator franchise, famous for its daring do with Arnold Schwarzenegger and all sorts of other folks, and in Shane Black's The Predator, which everyone loved.
Lots of future governors.
And Jesse Ventura. Oh man.
Too bad Danny Glover hasn't been a governor yet.
Unfortunately, but you know who's not in
Glover,
this one?
excuse me.
Any of those people.
Yeah.
You're right.
This one is set in the Comanche Nation in the 1700s.
Yeah.
And it is a unique take on the story
Yeah.
in which a tribe of warriors are invaded by this predator, and one warrior in particular, played by
Dakota Beavers or Amber Midthunder?
Amber Midthunder. Dakota Beavers also plays
The other
brother.
big time warrior.
Yes, exactly. And they challenge the predator.
Yeah.
And it's very exciting, real wild. The action sequences are very cool. There's also a dog, and the dog fucking rules.
Oh my god.
Yes.
The dog's name is Sarii, I believe.
Sarii.
Yes. Best dog.
Pretty incredible dog, all
Yeah.
in all.
Yep. Because anytime anything happened to the dog, I was like, sorry, 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 sorry.
I do think the dog also would say that after it was killing something.
It was a pretty
Yeah.
polite dog.
It was
yeah.
a very chill dog.
Yeah.
Not chill. It seemed like it had a lot of anxiety.
It was
It was
ready.
whining a lot. But it was definitely, it was a good companion. It was a good buddy dog.
A good
yeah.
buddy
A
dog.
Best
good
buddy
boy.
dog.
The first Air
Good
Bud.
boy.
Best buddy boy.
Best buddy boy. Well, with that out of the way, I don't know. I think that's all. That's all the
Yeah,
summary you
that's a
need for
fine-
this film.
that's a fine summary.
It's available to stream now, and I hope you check it out.
go do it.
Especially since we're going to be talking about
Yeah.
like the whole thing. So if you don't like spoilers,
Yeah, right now, hit that pause.
this is the time.
Watch the movie.
Yep.
Come back.
Yep. Exactamundo.
Yeah.
I guess we should get into it then.
Let's go.
Context number 1.
Context number 1.
What product placement is hiding in this movie?
Oh, God.
What product placement is hiding in the 2022 film Prey?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got a pretty good one to start us out.
Okay.
Old guns.
Old guns.
More specifically, perhaps a Smith and Wesson or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a sequel to Young Guns?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a crossover between Young Guns and Old Dogs.
Which also brings up the Punnett Square inevitability of Young Dogs. My favorite one of all.
I think that's just the Air Buddies franchise.
You're right. Young Dogs. That's the translated version. It's Young Dogs. I think old guns are pretty cool. And
Do you?
there are that's it's
I
just
think
something-
Old Guns are pretty
it's just
cool.
something I
David
need to
Gucci.
say to everyone about myself. Not only do old guns obviously exist and are fired in both plot important ways, but also they're described. I actually don't think I've seen a movie where somebody describes exactly how to load and fire an old gun.
Yeah,
In a
specifically,
while.
I always miss you have to pour some like where the hammer
Like in the
hits,
little
too.
hammer too. Like I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's it. They really decided to like teach me how to fire that gun.
Yeah.
I only knew of like pouring it down the barrel, but never
that's
that
what I
part.
assumed. It's like you pour it in and you put it, and then you smack, and then you're ready.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
thought there
know
was, like,
you
a
had to
little
put
piece of
some
flint there or
extra.
something, but
I didn't
I
know
guess
about
not.
the extra. So
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the product placement
Is
in this
ancient gun fire safety?
yes. Oh no, or the companies that are like here at Smith and Wesson. We not only load the barrel, we load the hammer too. It's like specifically the ones with the little extra.
It's like
whatever those guns are.
Oh, no. It's like the
They're
gun
the
manufacturers saying, like, remember how hard it used to be? Check out how easy this gun is to use.
So the product placement is the idea of better guns.
Yes, exactly. It's showing off how bad guns used to be, but how much more fun and easy they are now.
But also, like, not to take things too serious, but like how guns were when the Second Amendment was written.
yeah, around that time.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
you're right though. It's like
Same
this
century.
is the thing we were talking about.
Yeah, this is the one. Like not like
this one.
not like 100 per second kind
The
of thing.
one where
but
you
yep.
can have a whole monologue about how the predator's about to kill you, Frenchman.
Yeah.
While you try to load your gun.
Yep.
Like,
So I'm pro old guns.
yeah, pro old guns.
Because baby, now I'm pro old guns. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm going to be doing that a
Just
lot.
got walked in.
I'm sorry.
okay.
It's in my brain
there's
now.
nothing to apologize for.
Also,
What
I
else is
think
in
that
here?
this is this movie definitely had the fingerprints on it of big rabbit meat. I think
True,
like they made
yeah.
that rabbit meat look good.
That did look pretty tasty.
Pretty tasty for humans
Pretty
and
tasty.
dogs. They can
Yeah,
share them with their animal
everyone
friends.
can enjoy.
Yeah.
The whole family can enjoy rabbit
Yeah.
meat.
Yeah.
Because
Even
maybe
your
just-
fur family.
Aw.
Yeah.
Hunting.
Hunting, yeah.
All
I guess just the
hunting.
concept of
Yeah.
hunting, yeah.
Yeah. Or
I
like
kind of wanted to hunt after watching this movie.
Yeah.
I don't want to hunt.
big
I kind of want to.
big bear trap was pretty well represented.
Big bear trap. They had their
A lot.
grubby little paws all over this one.
Yeah, no, it was extremely effective, and I think actually quicksand making a comeback.
Quicksand
yeah.
making a comeback.
Because like
Hey,
quicksand's
kids.
been out of fashion for a
Yeah.
long time.
Hey kids, be afraid again.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Here we go.
We're back. A quicksand story.
Yay! The quicksand wears sunglasses.
It has a whole dance number. It's got a rap verse. It's
Yeah.
great.
It's like the old spokesman for 7-Up.
Oh my god, the spot.
Spot, yeah.
I don't know. It's just Yikes. Well, you do make lenses out of sand, so maybe this works.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
it's wearing
Yeah,
itself.
maybe this actually makes a lot of sense.
Maybe this all makes sense.
Quicksand has a mascot.
Quicksand has a mascot. That's very silly.
I bet it's gritty, like
Oh,
sand.
shit, yeah.
Gritty?
No, Gritty.
Yeah.
He
Like
loves
gritty is
quicksand.
the- I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, here's
both
another
things.
one.
Okay. All right. I was thinking the word, and you were thinking the creature.
I was
and
saying
I
both.
wished I was thinking about the
Yeah.
creature.
He was
because I was
definitely
only
saying
thinking about the word, and then I remembered the creature, and I was happier for it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Remembering the creature sounds like a euphemism.
Remembering the creature is one of the steps on the hero's journey, I believe.
Oh, true. After you learn, you come back, and then you're like, oh, fuck, I fought that big
Oh
monster.
fuck! I forgot about the creature. Ah shit!
Oh, the creature.
Ah damn it! The creature.
The hero wakes up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
There's the refusal of the call. There's
That's the part of Lord of the Rings where like it's like the burning of the Shire or whatever that's called.
They remembered the creature.
They remembered the creature. Oh shit!
Oh, fuck the creature.
Or it's the moment where they say they have a cave troll.
Honestly, would the Balrog kind of be the remember
Holy
the creature
shit.
moment?
Yeah,
That is
Because nobody remembered that there was a Balrog
That's
down there,
precisely-
and then he's like, "Wait a minute! I think there's a
Wait,
Balrog down here."
Gandalf's like, hold on, everybody, hold on. I'm pretty sure the dwarves delve too greedily and too deep. I'm remembering a creature.
I think I remember. Oh no!
I have no memory of this place, but I do have a memory of the creature.
we're
God
gonna
damn it.
get the Balrog this month in the fucking Lord of the
We're gonna
Rings.
get him?
Or is that next month? I can't remember.
Oh
But
yeah.
the Lord of the
This
Rings
fall,
series. The Balrog
remember
is
the
present.
creature.
Now, which
Yeah.
Balrog is it?
There's more than one.
Yeah,
Basketball
I learned
rog,
that from a
football
recent
rog.
episode of
Wait.
Actually.
So the Balrogs fuck?
the Balrogs do fuck.
I
Hell
bet
yeah.
they reproduce asexually.
Oh,
Yeah?
okay.
Yeah.
Like they just like poop
Actually,
out a
no.
lump of
They,
lava
they
and it
smoke
grows
their
into one?
foes upon the mountainside.
Actually,
and then they grow from the ground.
actually, I'm pretty sure they are man-made.
Oh.
They are like actually made.
No, that checks
the
out from
Urukai?
Tolkien's theory.
Kind of like the Urukai, yeah.
that makes
Interesting.
sense,
But
actually.
way bigger and
Yeah.
scarier.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Well,
As
I'm
I
gonna
don't understand magic in the Lord of the Rings
okay.
because it doesn't make any fucking
You know
sense.
what I'm going to tell you?
Yeah,
I'm going
he spent so much time on everything else, but
Yeah, the magic is just like whatever. They can do things, but they won't say whether it's magic or whether it's just like a fucking refracting light
or fireworks
or fireworks.
Sometimes it is just fireworks.
So I'm just saying.
Gandalf's a wizard.
The Gandalf's not a real wizard. We've been over this so many times.
true. Yeah.
We watched Prey.
yeah,
We watched
he's a stoner pyrotechnic. I'm sorry.
so sorry.
I took us on the Lord of the Rings journey, and I think we're all
yeah,
responsible.
we went there and back again. We're fine.
I know, but we have to talk about Prey.
We got to talk about
got
Prey.
Yeah.
'Cause it's-
Hey, you forgot about Prey.
Aww.
Oh, hey. Wow, there's a lot of good ones.
I mean, honestly, dogs.
I was going to say
yes.
dogs.
Yeah.
Dog
That's what I was going to
companions,
say about 3 minutes ago before we started talking about Lord of the Rings. Dogs, I think that's yes.
Dogs would be great.
absolutely.
Like honestly, very few movies make dogs look better than this movie makes dogs look. That
Yeah.
dog is protective. It's sweet. It's caring. It hunts.
Smart.
Yeah.
It's smart.
Very
Seriously.
It attacks the predator in exactly the right way multiple
Yeah.
times.
And like when I thought that the dog was running away, he was actually being like, "No, bear, chase me and leave my friend alone."
Yes.
And then I'm going to bring
He
the
was
bear
kiting.
back to you
It
to
was
attack
perfect.
it again.
both honorable and
Perfect
clever.
tactics.
Yeah.
What
Love
a
it.
perfect companion.
I just want to give that dog some
And a perfect
petals.
companion to her as well, because her ultimate weapon was tactics, not strength.
Yes.
And so like him being like, no, I'm not a strong, scary dog.
Yeah.
I'm a fast, sneaky, smart dog.
Yeah,
like it was perfect.
He's a
Oh,
tactical animal.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Love that dog. Big fan of that dog.
Love that dog.
Yes.
I am of dogs.
I mean, I'm just gonna say I'm Team Sorry on this whole movie. Team
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry, pro sorry.
There were two dogs in this movie. Sorry and not sorry. One of them
Not
was a
sorry
wolf.
was French.
Yeah, one of them was a
What? The wolf did get killed by the predator.
Yeah.
Pretty
It's
true.
sad.
Oh,
And
yeah.
for that, I was
He
sorry.
said,
I am
was, yeah.
sorry about that. Yeah.
The predator kills that wolf, then make eye contact with Sarii and says, "Sorry, not sorry."
Also, whatever that weird orange flower is that we looked
Yeah.
up and doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bummer.
wait, product placement for that
Because I wanted to
maybe-
have some cold blood. Anyway,
I think that's actually a good one though. The idea of herbal medicine.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
is a good product placement for this movie.
Yes.
Like
this is a very
100%.
homeopathic
Yeah,
medicine
it's like, hey,
movie.
plants can heal you. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're not going to make your leg grow back, but it might make it feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might get a little high. It's
Might
great.
get a little
Make it
high,
a little-
and you might disappear on the predator's radar. And that's all you
Yeah.
need, baby.
And that's what
Honestly,
matters.
in this heat, I would love that.
in this heat, I
No,
would be
seriously.
all over that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds incredible.
I literally looked up ways to cool your blood while watching this movie.
Dude, you know what, Bon? I bet you're not the only one tonight that has Googled that.
Because I'm like, fuck, it's hot. This would be great.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
people are watching this.
Well, also, it's like 25 stories to cool your blood.
I mean, making
Some
someone's
creepy
blood
pastas.
run cold is a thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
yeah. I
But
like
like,
that. But calling it to cool your blood is
hey, cool your blood, bro. All right. Let's move on to another context. How about that? We'll try some more stuff.
Pick a director with a distinct style and imagine if they'd made this movie.
Pick a director with a distinct style. Imagine if they made it. This movie has its own style, distinct.
It does.
To be fair, Dan Trachtenberg previously directed 10 Cloverfield Lane. This is only his second feature film,
Kinda wild.
which is wild because he's 10 Cloverfield Lane very well received. Got him a lot of traction and buzz, and then just sort of projects just keep falling apart, and he just keeps not getting the opportunities. And finally, he got to make one. That didn't go to theaters.
Sorry, Dan.
It's such a bummer,
It's
man.
so
He's
frustrating.
So good.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
But
Just
it's in the
even
home
going-
theater.
Even going back to the Portal short that he did, which is
Yeah.
what put him on the map.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, like he had a show about video games, like the Totally Rad show with Jeff Kanata from DLC and Flimcast.
Interesting.
I forgot that detail about his career.
Yeah.
Well, listeners, I hope you've learned something today. Take notes, I guess. I don't know what
Yeah,
that
sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Take
do
notes.
it.
Why not?
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you take notes during our show?
It's why you always fail the quiz at the end.
Oh my God! If we started putting, honestly, I think the quiz at the end of the show is us remembering
Exactly,
which
and
context
we
switch, and we
tend to
almost
fail.
always fail.
I was talking to myself.
So what would this movie have looked like if some other directors had taken a crack at it? I think I have an idea, but I want to see if you guys have anything first because I don't want to be the first one for some reason.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll be the first one.
Yeah, follow on
I'll
that.
be the guy.
Follow on.
And I had to look up this director's name because I can never remember it. In fact, I got it wrong many times in my life. Alejandro Inarritu, the person who directed The Revenant, and that movie in particular.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the scenes in this movie probably filmed in a similar area now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But like the rivers and all of the woods and the stumps
bears.
and dead trees and the bears, the predator. Leo was not here, but I think he might have been. He might have just
In
been
spirit.
cloaked.
Yeah. Colonists.
There was another. Yeah, there was a predator that was cloaked, but Leo
Was in the ship.
Yeah, he was in the ship. He was driving. Hey, you good down there? Hey, predator.
I mean,
So like that movie is much more meditative. The shots of it are much more lingering, and I think I actually could have done with a bit of that in this movie. I think it was a bit abrupt at times. It was a tight hour 30.
Yeah.
And I think that's good. That's fine. Movies can be that and be good. It
I
followed
appreciate
a lot of,
it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
But like there was room to show a bit more of the I don't know.
Like the
It's
life
kinda
outside
interesting.
the
It
hut.
could have
like
been interesting
the
to have
two-
more peace.
The two movies that it immediately made me think of were The Revenant and The New World by Terrence
yeah.
Malick.
Terrence, yeah. Both of
two-
which are way more meditative.
Two very slow meditative
Yeah.
movies set around this time period. I think The New World is a bit earlier.
Yep.
But both very quiet contemplative films that seem to sort of live in this space of like the cold emptiness of wilderness, the silence and the sort of appreciation of that, which I think just is a different tone than what this movie's going for.
Yeah. A little
And-
bit colder.
Yeah, Yes, I agree, but not to say that that's better or worse. Just
Right,
that
right,
that's
right.
not what they were going for.
I also, like, when I think of specifically the Revenant, I think of like very tight, close shots.
Very tight close-ups.
Tight.
Everyone's
like-
sweaty.
It's more about the people in the environment than the environment itself.
Yes, that's totally fair. Which is kind of interesting because it's like the main brunt of that movie is about like how Leo is fucking getting his revenge by struggling through the wilderness in the worst conditions possible.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, it is like a ton of that movie is just close-ups on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one, like, this has kind of a more broader appreciation of like the environment around the people, because that actually becomes very important with how they hunt and everything. But it's just, yeah. So that would be, I think, one way that very specifically this would be different if it was directed by him.
Yeah.
And I wonder if he'd inject some sort of magical realism into it. Because in both Birdman, to a lesser extent, because that one's supposed to be like it takes place in one take, but obviously it doesn't. But that has that sort of like weird semi-supernatural twist at the end. But then in The Revenant, there are a lot of like dream sequences, flashbacks, like a lot of symbolic imagery where it just cuts to like burning piles of wood in the middle of nowhere that have no seeming reference to or relation to what's going on, and it just cuts to them and then cuts back to whatever's happening, and it's like, huh, what? And I feel like that would have been a bit more. I mean, that probably would have happened more in this movie.
Like it could have been like an effect of whatever they took that like cools their blood or something. Like,
Maybe, yeah. Maybe he would have
Some psychedelics would have been introduced, almost certainly.
would have focused more on the way that the characters are experiencing the world while they're going through that, like sort of taking it through their eyes kind of thing, instead of seeing it from an outside perspective. Yeah, I think that's totally fair. What that vibe would be. Yeah. Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm now kind of wanting to see the Predator hunt in the snow.
Yeah,
that sounds cool.
Snow predator.
Like I like the idea of a snow predator.
I think the only problem is that like they showed in this movie where the dust storm is kind of going through, and
right,
it's like, but like snow, it's just snow collecting on.
I want to see that. Though.
Yeah,
that sounds
like a cool
terrifying.
effect.
Like the footsteps through the snow. and everything.
Yeah, because it's easier to track everything in the snow.
Yeah.
So the Predator would actually have less of an advantage because the Predator's advantage is tracking is literally so fucking easy because he has a video game for a face.
Yeah.
And he can just see.
Well, okay, so here's one.
Blood everywhere.
Here's one then.
Yeah.
How about John Carpenter?
How about
because
John
then like
Carpenter?
imagine The Thing.
Oh my god.
But with the Predator instead of, which obviously would dramatically change the point of that movie.
True.
Like literally everything about it, except like just the idea of a horror movie set in like a big snowstorm or like an Arctic environment where it's just like there's so much snow and it's so fast moving and it's so like dark that even if you can see the snow collecting on the Predator, there's so much going on that it's easy to lose sight of it.
Yeah. But it still gives you those kind of glimpses, those hints, the like strobe effect of like, oh, I think I saw a bunch of snow accumulate on something for a second and now it's gone in the background. Like, very exciting. No, John Carpenter's a fun one.
I do recall
more gory, more blood, more green blood if John Carpenter did it.
Yeah.
I do recall something in, and this is kind of breaking a rule that we don't really follow anymore, but I do recall something in the lore that the predators tend to only come to Earth when it's a particularly hot time. Which is interesting because they can see like the heat signatures, and I wonder if that's just part of adding to their challenge.
They're like, I only play on hard mode.
Yeah, but also if
That does seem like a Predator thing to do.
does,
yeah,
though.
but also
It
like
does.
it would be kind of hard mode to go in the snow too, though, because then it's easier for people to cool themselves down so they can't be seen.
True.
So it's
but
it's
then
kind
they
of like
also
a
risk death a lot more.
yeah.
So
it's
it's a real high risk game for all involved.
yeah. But
real
yeah, I would
Sophie's
love to see that.
choice.
A real
Interesting.
Sophie's choice.
That's what it is, right?
What? Sure.
No. Cool my blood or die.
Cool my blood or die.
Sophie.
Sophie. You gotta choose.
Deal or no
Sophie.
deal, Sophie.
Gotta choose, Sophie.
Which briefcase, Sophie? Let's call the banker.
Sophie.
Howie always presenting Sophie's choice.
Fucking. Oh my god. Deal or no deal is Sophie's choice. It's like one of these suitcases has one of your children in it, the other one has the other one, and the other one has neither.
It's just 3 suitcases, and this game sucks.
This game sucks.
What other directors do you think would be interesting to direct this movie?
Hey, you're doing the clicks. Hey, that's pretty good.
What if a Predator directed this movie? Is that what you're saying?
Definitely the Predator would win, right?
It'd have to, yeah.
It'd have
Unless
to.
like it was one of those Predators that's like super like artistic and it's like no, that's sad.
I think they realized
It's
that
a tragic.
Like the good
sometimes,
Predator and the Predator?
sometimes Predators understand that the hunt ends with them dying. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm,
It's part of it. It's
Yeah.
a part of it.
It's a part of it.
It's a part of it.
Go to,
I was
like Predator Valhalla if they die.
And honestly, like if a predator gets killed by someone that's like clearly got the hunter spirit to him, I feel like they'd be like, "That's the way. That's the
Yeah,
good stuff."
that is the
I
way.
think
Like
that's ideal.
someone
for them.
carrying the predator's head back to their camp and going, "Fuck yeah, I killed this predator." That's how a predator wants to die.
Yeah.
like that. So, and if anything, it was a happy ending.
Yeah.
For if a predator had directed Predator, which is a pretty good new context that I'm going to propose. What if a predator directed this movie? And what I don't mean is, what if the director turned out to be a predator?
I was gonna say, like you're describing most movies.
Because X-Men 2, anybody?
Oh no!
Sorry.
Oh no!
But for real, what are some other directors that we could talk about directing this movie?
There are a lot.
You're not wrong. Todd Funderburker.
Todd,
thought you were saying
Jason
Todd Phillips.
Jason Funderburker. Yeah. There
Todd
are
Phillips.
a
Jesus
lot.
Christ. Okay, how about Ari Aster?
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. He's always a fun one.
He's always a fun one, and he also works in horror, which this
True.
is an action horror, but there's like horror elements
that's a good
to
point,
it.
yeah.
And so I feel like he would definitely want to play the horror elements up a lot more.
Yep.
It'd be yes.
Immediate thought.
Mhm.
Ari Aster. There was something missing from this movie that he would have put in it.
Okay.
And it was someone thinking that the Predator was actually cool.
Interesting.
No one was like, "Oh, this is a cool god. We got to worship this guy."
okay.
Nobody
Okay,
thought that.
yeah.
And that was kind of weird because he did seem kind of like a cool god. Like the only hint of it, and that's why I was like, "Oh, no one ended up thinking that," was that in the beginning, Naru, I believe is her name,
Naru, yeah.
sees what she calls the Thunderbird
Right.
come in the sky and is like, "Oh, cool, a mythological thing. It's time for me to do my thing."
Mhm.
And I feel like that thread just kind of got dropped. Like, what if this is like some kind of a spirit or a god? And this like was not addressed.
Yeah.
And I feel like Ari Aster would lean into that, and like there would be people that are like, "No, stop! Don't hunt the predator.
Well, I
He's
was-
cool."
like some kind of supernatural element that isn't
Yeah.
super explored in this. Yeah.
Yeah. I also think the number one thing that Ari Aster definitely would have done that this movie did for like a little bit and then thank God gave up on, which is completely gaslighting the main character the entire fucking movie about whether the danger is real.
Yeah.
By
Right.
like
That's a
her
good
being
point,
like,
yeah.
"You guys, there's this thing." And no way. It's fine. And then until she basically goes insane.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
And then she becomes the predator. That's the Ari Aster version of this.
You're right.
This is apropos of nothing, but
Ready.
speaking of the of just gaslighting, that Twitter account T-shirts that go hard. There was a lady that was holding up a shirt that said, "Gaslighting isn't real. You're just crazy."
Oh
no.
I mean, that is
that's
pretty good-
haunting.
That's terrifying.
It's
I hate that.
it's very clever.
It's very funny but fucked up.
I like Ari Aster though as an idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
It would be very spooky. It would be very tense. The gratuitous violence would be
Maybe more skinning. Like,
Yeah.
so much
we'd
more
spend
skin.
more time witnessing.
I
the
think we'd
skinning.
also see more deaths of people we are attached
liked.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's a good
probably
point.
at least one child.
Ooh.
That's an Ari Aster thing. At least one
Yeah.
kid or one like
Yeah.
person who is innocent.
Yeah, that's true. The predator would definitely be like driving their sister home, maybe in a station wagon, and then like the sister might be
No,
like, poking her head out the
spoilers.
window.
There probably would have been an earlier traumatic event.
Yes.
That had
Oh my
nothing
God,
to do
yes.
with like
Ooh,
the predator
good
itself.
point.
And it would have tied in
It's a very
thematically.
good point.
Yeah, like a hunting accident.
Yeah.
of,
Yeah.
like killed her
Oh,
little
actually,
brother or something.
that's amazing because then that would be the reason that everyone was like, "You can't be a hunter. You Dick Cheney'd your brother."
Dick Cheney.
That's how.
Oh
they
my God,
would
that's
call
exactly what it
too.
would be, too,
That's
yeah.
what they would
And
say.
that
they would
is what
say,
they would call it
"You Dick
historically."
Cheney'd your brother."
Historically
and then
speaking.
Dick Cheney was actually named to fulfill that prophecy.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
There's
That's
a
the thing.
prophecy
That's the
of
thing
Dick
that
Cheney.
not everybody talks
Why
about.
wasn't
with
that
Dick
in
Cheney.
Vice?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's really fun.
know.
The mainstream media.
The mainstream media.
Anyway,
Anyway,
this has been directors.
I mean, we went through a few of them.
We sure did.
Yeah,
I liked it.
mostly just name dropping a few of them, but we did talk about a couple, which is cool.
I think what we learned is that there's a lot to explore in this movie that wasn't there, that wasn't a hole, but was like what's the opposite of a hole? A little mound.
Anyway, let's move on to another context.
Hallelujah. Start a religion based on this movie.
Hallelujah. Start a religion based on prey. Well, you got the title.
Yeah.
So you got that going already. But I was thinking this actually fits perfectly with what you said
didn't
in the
I
last
just
context.
say this? Oh my god. So yeah, this one isn't hard.
I don't know. I think there's different avenues it could go.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Because the French guy does literally refer to him as a demon.
Yes.
Demon.
So you could see the Predator as either like a devil figure, or as you pointed out, she sees the ship come from the sky and sees it as a Thunderbird.
Yeah.
And then he sort of is like a manifestation of that
Right.
on Earth.
Yeah.
So you could have either interpretation of his presence as either a very unforgiving god of some kind who is inscrutable and just seems to like killing everything, but also values strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like a god of the hunt kind of.
Yeah.
I mean,
Actually, yeah. Hang on.
so
Okay.
what was
Sorry.
the other side?
The other side of that. Sorry. The other side of that is that he would be like a sort of like a folklore figure, like a don't go outside, the predator's out there, like
yeah.
be careful at night, like don't do this, like a way to
Yeah.
scare kids. Like they even refer to him as a story, as a monster from
That's true.
children's
Yeah,
stories
that's a good point.
at one point as well. So it's already got this sort of mythological bent from the human perspective because they would have no reference for what it is. So basically the religion that we could make out of it. But the other thing that's funny is, it's just occurring to me, this context is about making a religion out of the movie. So we would have to be the ones. We're not talking about a religion occurring in the movie
Like in
with
the
the
fiction of the
characters.
movie. You're right.
We're talking about
You're right.
us starting a religion based around the movie Prey. So
Oh my god. Okay. Well, then in that
Alright.
case, let's follow the God of the Hunt template that you have laid out for us, but based on this movie. So, I think it's as many religions. There's a lot of tests. I think very much the priests of this religion are warriors, and they every year, whatever, you are put through a series of traps, and basically it's the most dangerous game.
Yeah.
And if you come out on the other side, I think maybe you become a predator, or at least you become like favored by the predator, like you pass.
Gotcha.
We could go with that either way. Like maybe every person that passes becomes someone that can test someone else.
Gotcha.
And kind of like a vampire sort of thing. And there's very few predators in the world.
Yeah.
It's a very exclusive religion.
Yeah, that could be good. I like the idea of it because I'm trying to think of there's two ways this could go. I like the idea of it being like the strongest warrior types will survive a series of challenges, and then at the end they become like either a predator or like a defender against the predator on behalf of the religion. Like if the predator ever comes, we've got our chosen. Like
So
our
the predator is
champions.
still kind of a wild animal in this particular
Kind of,
case?
yeah. Or
Okay,
like
yeah.
a god that like if the predator chooses to challenge
Ah.
like we're ready kind of thing. Or it's a way to be like, we're going to take all of the violent and angry and like the people who want to murder and kill, and we're going to force them to fight it out until there's just weed out their population.
It's like a purge in quarantine.
And
kinda.
leave the sick, wounded, or like the medicine people, the people who aren't hunters or killers, alone.
Yeah.
They'll be fine. We just take the scary people and we put them in a little championship bout until most of them are dead.
Yeah, and would
It's
this
not great.
would this
that actually could.
would this follow
Doesn't seem far-fetched.
would this follow Highlander rules?
It would either be Highlander rules or Hunger Games rules.
Okay.
So if there's two predators but they kiss, it's okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think that was what was originally
I think
stated.
that's what happened.
Yeah,
Hunger
if they
Games.
hold hands and it inspires the rest.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
exactly.
true. The predators started a religion against the upper classes.
Yes. What would be... See, because I also think Highlander's a good point, although I like the idea of a religion where they say it's a Highlander thing, which is to say that every time a Highlander is eliminated, the other Highlanders become more powerful because there's like a
there's only so
limited
much
amount of
predator
power.
energy.
Like
Yeah.
exactly.
Which is a pretty bad kind of energy to
but
say,
also
yeah.
that's a good point. Predator energy is a really fucked up. It's a thing you don't want to
I
brag
just-
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got BPE.
Yeah, we definitely have to change the name of the Predator because I feel like
I
at this
actually
point,
don't think so.
I feel like
love
it's a
it.
bit fraught.
I think it's hilarious.
I mean, this whole religion's a bit fraught. So.
I mean, technically, they don't call him the Predator in the movie.
That's true.
That's true.
So if we're
He could
basing
be
it just
called
on
anything.
prey, we could call him anything. They never actually name him because
Bear.
obviously they don't know what to call him.
Big scary
It's
bear.
just
Honestly,
bigger than
I
a
don't
bear.
think they ever name it in any of the movies, as far as I remember.
That's
he's
probably
like
true.
he's like an Ewok.
Yeah,
They don't name him.
yeah. So we're gonna call this one Wicket.
Wicket.
Yeah, we'll call it Wicket.
Okay, so Wicket.
Wicket.
he's the
That's
the king.
Great.
He's the king.
He's the king. King Wicket.
So in this religion, then,
Yeah.
is the predator the one being worshipped? Are there tributes?
I think
or
there-
is the contest the tribute?
I think there are religions wherein the deity figure is both being worshipped and feared
Totally, yeah.
in equal measure.
Many religions.
So the idea would be that that's a good question. Are they tributes or are they defending against it? Or are they just like
I mean, it's kind of what the predator wants.
right?
So like
That's
it
the thing is
it
they would
makes total
basically be
sense that-
offering up
yeah.
to the predator.
They're like, hey, we train, we try to get real cool, and that's what you like because you like a challenge.
Gotcha. Oh,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're trying to give the predator the most fun vacation possible.
That's what I'm saying. It's
let
all
the-
expenses paid predator vacation.
Yeah, you tell your friends to come on back now.
Yeah, come and hunt in our camp. We've got the toughest people.
Wait. Okay, now I have a very important other follow-up question.
Yes.
I think it sort of passed by me whether we are starting a religion
Yes.
in our reality.
Yes.
Based on this movie, which
Yes.
has a predator in it, which we, as far as I know, do not have in this reality.
That's true.
Who is the predator? Is
Guess
it
what?
A guy?
Guess what?
Who just decide what?
Nobody. Because it's a fucking deity. We don't have to have an actual predator.
Yeah,
my God.
Like, we just
like all
have to
gods.
convince
Oh my
people
God.
that
That's why
there
he's
is
invisible.
one.
That's why he's invisible.
That's
Yes.
invisible.
Wow. So everyone dies except one guy, and then they're like, the predator spared you. And it's like, no, you just fucking killed everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. The predator spared you.
So okay,
You've been chosen.
Okay, no, this is perfect. Every time there's a tribute fight and all the strongest warriors have to fight each other, there's a sleeper cell amongst those that are true believers that want to keep the Santa story about the predator going, basically. And so they decide to start picking each other off and saying, "Oh my God, the predator got him over there!" Like making sure the fiction stays true. Because if everybody just kills each other and there was never a predator, they stop being afraid of the
Yeah.
predator and the power of the religion goes away.
Since we're in a time where computer technology and that sort of thing exists,
Definitely
here's what we could have.
Okay, I'm
we
ready.
have it so that the final 2 or 3 competitors in this challenge stand in front of like a crowd, and then supposedly an invisible predator comes out, and then you see the red dots from the laser sights going across them, and then it kills 2 of them, and whichever one it doesn't save, that's the one the Predator has chosen, and then the Predator sinks back away into the shadows. And there doesn't have to actually be someone.
No.
It can just be someone controlling a fucking laser pointer.
Yeah.
And
the Predator of Oz.
The Predator of Oz. Exactly. That's what it is.
It's truly the Predator of Oz. We've done it. Wow.
The Predator of Oz is pretty great. I would watch that mashup.
Yeah, actually, same.
Yeah, unless Sam Raimi did it.
Well, I'd still watch it.
I mean, I'd probably still watch it.
I'd just have to know.
You have to disclose that kind of thing.
Hey guys, take it from me. Drink enough whiskey when you watch it, and you'll love it.
And you'll be like, that was pretty good. Sam Raimi knows what he's doing with this whole Oz thing.
Yeah. Oh, man. And then the Monday after, you talk to other people, like, oh no, I was just drunk.
Let's do another context.
Twist. This movie is a stealth sequel.
I mean,
Oh,
Twist.
hell yeah.
This movie is a stealth sequel now,
Hell
but
yeah.
not what it actually is.
but
a
not
sequel to.
what it's an actual
That's
sequel
exactly right.
to.
I actually think there's a lot of potential for this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it is tricky. What you got?
Okay, so this actually falls into, since we didn't hit that one that I recommended before, which is crazy fan theories.
Yes.
This falls into what my crazy fan theory was. So stay with me on this,
Oh, I'm
and wait till the end, because it's a bit of a journey.
I'm ready.
Okay, it's a bit of an unexpected journey.
I love it.
So, in the lore of Lord of the Rings,
We back.
We back, baby.
technically that takes place on an Earth that happened like the history is way before
Mid-Earth.
on like Middle Earth is this Earth, but like years and years, like thousands
Right.
of thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
And like man eventually evolved and became us, and this is just
And
that's
hobbits,
that's a long time ago in a
Right.
galaxy right here.
The galaxy right the hell here.
But
Okay.
what if they come to Earth? The Predators come to Earth because their world, which actually was the Middle Earth, is so similar to our Earth.
Holy shit.
And so what it is
Holy shit.
the Predators are actually the Uruk-hai win
Yep. No, absolutely.
in Middle Earth,
Yep.
and then evolve and grow and become better and better killers, and then
Holy
become
shit.
intergalactic killers, and then come here, and it's Uruk-hai, and that is what the Predators are. And it's a sequel to Lord of the Rings.
It's a
Legitimately,
stealth sequel to
that sounds
Lord of the
so
Rings.
fucking cool. Like that's such a cool idea, because like you think about like when you think about fantasy stories like the Lord of the Rings, we like them for various reasons, but they're always set in that sort of like old timey time period. But it's like every time they try to do the updated like modern day version, it turns into something like Bright, which is terrible.
Yeah.
But what about like the fantasy creatures from the fantasy world, but way the fuck in the future?
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
Like Hobbits 2049.
Like, how did they exactly?
What's that though?
Like, how did they evolve? How did that change? And yeah, if the Uruk-hai had won on this alternate universe,
It's
Middle
also
Earth,
it's also an alternate universe Middle Earth, or perhaps they were still pretty strong because they had lots of numbers and they just real quick invented spaceships and got the hell.
or maybe
out of it.
they went to the Undying Land,
or
which is
something.
technically
they
like
ran
the
away.
moon,
they
I
were like,
think,
"Hey,
in
this
Lord of the
this
Rings.
whole fight was bad, so we're just gonna retire and move to the other side of whatever planet this is." And then eventually they had their own civilization and their own Sauron and their own rings and all that shit.
Yep. And then they became the Predators.
Oh, that's so cool.
and-
They became the Predators. No, it actually checks out physically more than anything.
Right, 'cause they
It's-
kinda look
it's like
like
a
they look
1-to-1.
very much
It's
like
an
the Uruk-hai, yeah.
absolutely a 1-to-1.
That's so good.
But yeah,
Shit,
that would have been my fan theory if we had done that context, but this works even better, I think.
And so, like, what?
Yeah.
So my question then is, do they see the humans on our Earth and go, "Oh shit,
they're back.
they're back"?
Oh, these Denethors running around. We got to get rid of them quick.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Holy Okay, I know it's always a joke to like end the context early because we said something
Because we've
funny.
topped it, we can't top it.
But like looks like meat's back on the menu, boys, was said in that movie so that you could make that joke right now. Like, it was like
You have fulfilled
Yeah.
a
closed the loop.
prophecy. You've closed the loop
It was
on
like
that.
when Dick Cheney was named after her killing her brother. It's the same.
Ari
thing.
Aster Prey.
Exactly.
Ari Aster, pray love.
Wow. Looks like meat is.
Back on the
Back
menu,
on the
boys.
menu,
Fuck
boys.
me, man.
Yeah. So
And then she gets to say, "I am no man."
Yes. Holy shit. You're right.
Wow.
God damn.
Yeah, it really is a stealth sequel to Lord of the
It's
Rings.
so good. I love it so much. Especially
Is there other ways that you could, let's say, like that kind of twist definitely isn't in the beginning of the movie.
No.
So what are some other? Because I think we should talk about this the entire conversation.
Oh no!
This is the only idea.
I know exactly what it would be. I know exactly what it would be. I know exactly what it would be. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So the Uruk-hai predator
Yeah.
dies, as it does in the movie.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it suddenly zooms out from the Earth and then across like the galaxy, whatever. And then all of a sudden it zooms back in on a futuristic dark city with flames coming out of a mountain on one side, but there's also like flying cars and shit. And then right in the middle is this giant looming futuristic tower. A big fucking eye swivels around and like blinks.
And that's it.
And that's it.
That would be amazing because that is not clear.
No, no, then like a Nazgul flies by. I don't fucking
but
know.
still, it's just like, okay, so I guess Lord of the Rings is on a different planet.
Yep.
Like that's my favorite part about that is it would be like, huh? And I would love that. Here's my other question.
What is your other question?
What other sorts of breadcrumbs could we leave before
Sure.
that iconic zoom over to future Lord of the Rings planet, which is like my favorite shit. The idea of just going, Sauron's still there,
Yeah.
but he's like high tech now.
Yeah.
Like, it's just such a. It brings
And
my
his
heart so
eye
much joy.
travels
Yeah.
across
Yeah.
the fucking
Yeah.
galaxy.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it? But like, what are some other things that we could like put in this movie that like you wouldn't think were breadcrumbs to this is the Lord of the Rings stealth sequel before the big reveal of the Uruk-hai?
I think there's something to say about how predators still use arrows.
Okay. Yeah.
And maybe there's like a Boromir kill type like moment.
Oh,
That's a good
sure.
visual cue for
Yeah.
like, oh, that reminded me of something. Like someone gets stuck with multiple arrows, but they keep fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Ooh.
When the invisibility dissolves, could have that big white handprint on its chest, like and on its face.
Well, and that
Or just,
actually
like,
would there
neon
would
green.
be a really good excuse for that because a lot of the warriors from the Comanche tribe used powder on like half of their face or on their arms or things like that. So it could have been someone had that powder on their hand and they smacked the chest of the predator. And it's a coincidence. There's no reason to read into it until you realize later that there totally was a reason to read into it.
The predator just like that happens, and the predator just kind of like touches it knowingly. He's like,
Ooh. He gets a little flashback.
yeah, a little tear.
he like looks at it and then he looks
And then you see a real quick flash, like one of those like subliminal message almost of like Christopher Lee's face.
Yeah.
Blam!
It's like looking through like the
Palantir.
Palantir.
Precisely.
You guys.
Precisely.
You know when we were talking about email?
What?
What if it was just a fucking Palantir?
Yeah.
What if he
they,
just had one of
Yes.
those?
What if they talked with Palantirs?
Is it Palantir?
Yeah.
Now I'm
that's what it
Palantir.
is.
Yeah, because I keep thinking Palanthesp from the
From Fantasy
20,
High,
yeah.
right?
Nope.
But no, Palantir. I think.
Palantir
Yeah,
is my
that's right.
favorite class in D&D. Haha.
Just
kidding. It's Paladin. I got you. Haha. I got you.
Haha, you got me.
The other thing we could do is Gandalf could be in it.
Yeah, just smoking weed.
Yeah,
out there.
Gandalf could just be in
Playing
it.
with fire.
Apparently, he can do whatever the fuck he wants, and
Yeah.
it's magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just rolls up after the credits. He's like, "Oh, wizard is never," and then little lasers. He just gets
Just
sniped
the
by
red,
predator.
the
Yeah.
red dots on his
red
forehead. He
dots.
goes, huh? And then it cuts to the credits.
ancient enemy.
The predator is just like overly scared of short people.
We remember what you did.
Oh shit, I'm not fucking with you.
Oh man, yeah. If something is under a certain height, the predator won't touch you. It's like, I remember what happened when we fuck with hobbits. We're not doing it. We have one rule. No,
To rule them
hobbits.
all.
Only men.
God damn it. God damn it. We should not be allowed to talk about Lord of the Rings on this show anymore.
I think that's actually
we need
what
to
we've
have, like,
learned
a-
this episode.
we need to have an
there's too
intervention
many
to just get
lines
all of the Lord of the Rings references out of us.
absolutely
Yeah.
lodged in our brains.
But I love it.
we are constipated.
This is
with
the
Lord of
swan
Rings.
song. Like,
We can't. It leaks out of us. We admit Lord of the Rings references, and it's a high emissions problem. But I'm actually pretty okay with it.
yeah.
Speaking of things I'm okay with, this episode, which we just finished,
Hey.
guys, we did it.
I'm okay with it.
We talked. I'm okay with it.
I'm cool with it.
You cool with it? Okay, good. We did 4 contexts about the film Prey. And those 4 contexts were as follows.
Stealth sequel, going backwards.
Stealth sequel.
Directors, which one would have done it better
Just
or
pick-
worse or different?
Different directors. Fucking
Product placement.
Product placement. Yes, we did do
Yeah.
that. And then we
Made.
made a religion.
Hey.
There you go.
Wow.
I was gonna be way worse at that than
I was the one who didn't remember fucking any of them that
That's
time,
okay.
which
That's
is
just-
wild for me.
You know what?
'Cause you read them as well.
Because I also read them. Yes,
Sorry.
You did all the work.
that's okay.
yeah.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on this, and listeners, thank you so much for joining us. Just a couple things before we wrap up. David, did you have anything you'd like to plug?
This is a real basic one, but you should watch Nathan For You.
Yes.
I have been absolutely just chugging that show over the last few days, and it's a true gold mine. I knew I would like it, but I didn't know I would like it this much. It's incredible. So, yeah, in wake of the rehearsal coming out, I was like, oh, yeah, that guy. I need to actually get into that guy, and I'm glad I'm in there. I'm glad I'm inside Nathan.
I am too.
Yeah.
I honestly I cannot wait for you to see the series finale
I'm very
movie
excited.
that he did. It's
I'm
so
very
good.
excited. I just know that it's like 7 hours long.
85.
I know
It's
it's
like
not.
85.
I know it's like an hour 20 or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
I'm-
good.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Bond, do you have anything you'd like to shout out?
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just piggyback off that and say I've been watching the rehearsal. So we're just gonna
Is
keep
nice.
this. We're gonna keep this Nathan Fielder train going.
Yep.
And
Choo-choo.
it is very good. It's it can be looked at through a very cynical lens. Like a lot of people have been critical, saying that it's a cruel show. But it's no more or less cruel than Nathan For You was. And usually the actual butt of the joke is Nathan himself. Like he usually sets himself up to look like the most pathetic of the group, even though like he comes at a very he positions himself to look like a very arrogant, like I'm above you kind of person. I'm giving you the advice, and then like usually his overconfidence devolves into incompetence that he ends up having to own. But there's also just like, along with Nathan For You in the rehearsal, like there's just something so human about it, and like it's so like life affirming in a way, and like it makes me, at least as a viewer, feel more connected to people and more understanding of people. Even if like the people that are highlighted are usually very strange and not people I'd want to really associate with, but like it's
Sure.
it's a weird, in a weird way, his shows kind of drive empathy, even though it seems like it lacks that.
Yes.
And I love it. It's a very masterful experience, and it starts as the rehearsal starts as one thing and very much becomes another, and it's very fun to watch so far. So yeah, that's my little plug of someone else's work.
Ayo.
Christian, how about yourself?
I've just been playing a lot of Elden Ring.
Hell yeah.
Elden Ring.
I just been playing a lot of Elden Ring. I'm in
I know
120 hours into Elden Ring, and I got some more to go.
I forget. Is Nathan Fielder in that game?
See, like you guys
Is
were
he
both
in
doing Nathan
there?
Fielder things, and I couldn't think of another Nathan Fielder
He's
thing.
probably in there. There's a lot there.
he's
probably
he's
in
probably
there.
in
if you
there
look real
somewhere.
good.
This is breaking a rule, but Marcel the Shell, like he's in that.
Wait, is he in Marcel the Shell?
Yeah,
Shoes on? With shoes
he's
on?
the one that Marcel is trying to teach how to walk on the walls with the honey, and he's like, "No, I'm doing it the way I want to do it. I want to be sliding like this."
Oh,
Yeah, it's very good.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
The movie's so fucking cute.
It's such an adorable movie.
So cute. Well, anyway, I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring.
Hell yeah, dog! Beat
Killing
those
some
guys.
beasts.
But
Yeah, you remember the creature.
you remember the all right. We got to wrap this up. Thank you so much for listening. David, do you have any final thoughts you would like to leave us with?
A lunchtime glances a silence opposite the leaning person.
Thank you for listening to Contextual Deviance. You can find more information about us online at our website, contextualdeviance.wordpress.com. You can tweet at us at textdeviance. You can email us at contextualdeviance@gmail.com. Thanks to Minneapolis' own The Bad Man for the use of their song Gun Tonic off the album Ain't Clean. This has been Contextual Deviance. My name is Christian Hagen, and have a nice day. Have a nice day!
I have a very fun line if it was a Neil Breen movie.
Oh, yeah?
I can't believe you took a bison hide. I cannot believe you took a bison hide.
I cannot believe you took a bison hide.
I can't believe.
How could you have done this? How could you have taken a bison hide?
I can't help you. I can't help you out of this one.
you out of this one, bison.
Also works for a Street Fighter movie.
Oh my god, I can't help you out of this one, M. Bison. Wow, Neil Breen in Street Fighter actually fits.
That's so good. Neil Breen in Street Fighter